Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope you're doing well. Says hype these for money. I think this was actually meant for TikTok. So yeah, friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope you're well. Now this is not TikTok, but if you are on that platform, you can find me at Gents. Oh, feel free to follow me there. And I also have a channel on YouTube, Extra Gents, that has short stuff. If you have the attention span of a goldfish, which that's okay, I'm not judging. Today we're talking fragrances that have just maximum magnetism. Stuff that women in general absolutely love. Some of the best of the best. They will all be linked in the description. Ho, ho, ho. Let us begin with this. The most wanted, but maybe not the one you're thinking about. This is the most wanted Eau de Toilette Intense. And of course, this video is not exactly about what I love the most, because this fragrance would not be in the list if that were the case. I don't hate it. I don't think it's terrible at all. The atomizer is garbage. That is offensively trash. It's almost like Azzaro hates you. That's basically how the atomizer functions. They're like, yeah, those people buying our fragrances, douchebags, make the atomizer terrible. I don't want there to be a single pleasant experience with that presentation. Hate them. No breakdown, fairly boring. Bergamot off the top, moss, liquor in the base, which I guess that part is kind of interesting. And then lavender. It's very, very clean, easy to wear. And the lavender gives it a bit of that classic masculine touch. It is also an extremely well-selling fragrance, much better than you might expect, because online a lot of times the most wanted parfum gets talked about the most, or even the original the most wanted over this one. But then this right here, especially in the US, outsells those? What? And the reason it outsells them is because it pulls compliments and people keep buying it. It works very well, spring, summer, or fall. We need another fragrance. Y Eau de Parfum. Yes, Yves Saint Laurent's YEDP. It has been a monster ever since it came out. It's got apple, ginger, sage, and amberwood as some of the notes in the fragrance. Really solid performance overall, and really a fragrance that you can wear year-round. Now, it does have a good dose of sweetness to it as well, so if it's middle of summer and you blast it on really heavy, it might be a little bit too much, but outside that, you're golden. Whenever you want, wear it. It is still, to this day, the most popular fragrance in the entire Y lineup, which has quite a few fragrances at this point. And really, for me, of the big blue fragrances, the Ys, the Sauvages, the Bleu de Chanels of the world, this one is the one I wear the most. So YEDP, easy choice. Gotta go with another one that is quite new. It is this, Ralph's Club New York. This one is sneaky good. It's one of those fragrances that at first blush you might think, not a whole heck of a lot to that. I don't see that that's gonna be much of a standout fragrance. But then the more you wear it, the better it gets. It has black currant and citrus off the top. It's amazing smelling when you first spray it on, really attention grabbing. Now I say amazing smelling, and I think it is, especially for this type of fragrance. If you're expecting it to be something like earth-shatteringly new, you may not think that it's amazing, but that nice little bit of tartness that it has in there along the fresh sweetness from the citrus really helps it stand out. As it dries down, just really appealing. It's got lavender, geranium, vanilla, also some nice woodiness, contemporary, clean woodiness. So it's almost like a greatest hits men's fragrance. Kind of take those vibes that make a fragrance work anytime you want to wear it, year round, daytime or evening, and give it just a little modern sheen. You know, give it that black currant to help set it apart just enough, and it works really well. And I've talked about this as well, 110 ml size bottle. That's right, baby. Ralph Lauren's giving us 10% back. Don't pay attention to the prices. Don't pay attention to the prices. They have not been going up. That's your imagination. But the bottle size is 110 mils, so 10% larger than your typical bottle size. Yay, I will take my wins where I get them, I guess. Let's see, which fragrance shall bless Craig the table next? I suppose it will be this one. Club de Nuit Man, the limited edition. Now, when it comes to Club de Nuit Intense Man, there are approximately 52,000 flankers. I'm pretty sure that's scientifically accurate. Feel free to not check my work. I'm certain that was right. But there are a lot of flankers, like a lot. And it does get kind of funny where you spray them side by side and sure, like you can find differences if you're just going back and forth, but is it really necessary to have that many? I mean, to be fair, there are people out there who absolutely love that CDNIM, and any kind of flanker that comes out, they're gonna buy it. Don't look at me, I have definitely not done that. The versatility is through the roof, the performance is there, like everything you want is here. So when it comes to Club de Nuit Intense, man, if you're gonna get just one, I feel like this is the one. Yes, you can absolutely pull compliments with the original or one of the other ones for sure, but I just feel like if you're looking for the total package, limited edition. And there's also Club de Nuit Intense Absolute, but I haven't been able to get my hands on that one just yet. Maybe one day. It's like a Dubai exclusive. You have to go through the Dubai airport, I think. So yeah, I keep feeling like it's going to eventually be released, but it has not yet. And it's kind of strange that like no discounters have really gotten it, at least not that I'm aware of. Possible that they did and I missed it. Usually with those Middle Eastern exclusives, they'll be able to pick them up eventually. Sound like an old mobster. The next one is this one. It is Born in Roma Intense. Ah yes, Born in Roma Intense, we meet again. I have seen you before. Can I catch that? Yes. This is a monster. Yes, in the air. Works very well. The vanilla smells particularly enticing. It's a great mix of fresh and sweet, which I've said a multitude of times, that's really your best bet if you're looking for the fragrance type or a specific style of fragrance that's gonna work really well. Just kind of hit both of those things at once. You've covered pretty much all your bases. So the vanilla is gonna give you that sweetness. It has lavender in here that's gonna give you a nice bit of freshness and keep that masculine edge. It also has a nice woodiness as well as it dries down. Good performance, great versatility. This stuff, one of the best fragrance releases over the past few years if you're looking for something that women absolutely adore. And this is not weird, but if I smelled you wearing this fragrance, I would probably compliment you in a completely cool and not at all strange way. You would definitely leave the conversation thinking, wow, that guy definitely is socially keyed in. He is not at all awkward. Wow, how cool. That's for sure what would happen. You would not be looking over at the security guards like, this guy is complimenting my fragrance, it's a little weird. Let's go next with this Le Male Elixir Absolute. Yay. I can't wait for Le Male Elixir Absolute Profumo Profundo Noir. That one will be good. This is pretty good. Every time I smell it, I'm like, oh yeah, remember how good that is. Imagine that happens. You just forget everything. It's like that movie with Drew Barrymore, 50 First Dates. Is that the correct number? 40 first dates? 50 first dates. In the movies, you can't remember anything at the beginning of each day, so it'd be like that with fragrances. Go back and smell it for the first time every time, and you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. But then the fragrances that grow on you over time, every time you smell it, you'd be like, sucks. So this one, it smells similar to Le Male Elixir, but it's not quite as like honeyed as that one. It's a really nice plum off the top, smells very good. It's like a nice balanced, deep sweetness, a little bit more of a warm type of scent profile, with also a nice little zing in there as well when you first spray it on. Absolutely perfect for fall and winter time. Great performance. And for a lot of people, because it does have an ever so slightly more mature vibe to it than the original Le Male Elixir, they'll choose this one over that one. Let's keep the color scheme intact with the next one. 1 Million, also Elixir. Elixir, yes, and lots of that. You know, I mentioned this where they're coming out with the new Sauvage Rare blend, which is really expensive. I wonder if they'll take that fragrance and put it into a normal Sauvage bottle and have that be a flanker. To me, it does seem a little bit wild to come out with a fragrance and be like, okay, we're making like 10 bottles and that's it. Like, why waste even coming up with a new flanker if you're gonna put it just in that many bottles? I mean, I get they're expensive bottles, but you know. But if they do come out with Sauvage Rare Blend and you put that into a bottle, I cannot wait until every single other fragrance house out there is like, they came out with what? Quentin Biss. We need a rare blend flanker today. If you don't know who that is, it's a perfumer. That would happen though, guaranteed. So 1 Million Elixir, this one right here is quite sweet. You know, it's got a good amount of vanilla in there. It has rose as well, which gives it a nice little bit of depth and texture as it dries down. In typical Paco Rabanne styling, quite sweet, but also in typical Paco Rabanne styling, women love it. Let's keep it vanilla style with Eros eau de parfum. Yes, Eros EDP, the Goldilocks Eros, slotting in between the original and the more refined and elegant parfum. It gives you a bit of both, right? And it also gives you the thumb pop. Yes, big winner. Yes. Can this one pop? Ugh, 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 ugh. Will it pop? That is the question. Mint, apple, citrus, ambroxan, and as I said, a lot of vanilla in here. This one perfectly suited for spring and fall. Also works well during winter and summer evenings. People absolutely love Eros. A lot of times it gets shoehorned into the whole clubbing thing. Oh, it's a clubbing fragrance. But no, you can wear this stuff whenever you want. I used to wear Eros all the time to the office. It worked great. The next one is Sweet Heaven Extreme. This is, of course, Gulf Orchid, and the bottle style is quite similar to some of the other Camera or Angel Share type fragrances out there. I mean, you know the look, right? You can just tell right away, immediately. And this dude right here, it kind of slots like between Camera and Camera Kawa. Like it's not the same as either, but it's like somewhere in between the two. And that's because it does have a little bit of coffee in there, so that's where the Camera Kawa aspect comes in. It's got that really nice dried fruitiness, that sort of like sticky sweetness and warmth. Performance is good, especially after it matures for a little bit. Quality is great, and frankly, this spot, you could just put any kind of Camera Angel Share-esque fragrance right here. They pretty much all crush. That's why there are so many of them out there. I know it gets frustrating when you're like, oh great, another Camera type fragrance. Trust me, I know. But the brands would not be consistently and constantly releasing them if they did not sell and did not work. The final fragrance of this video is YSL MYSLF Le Parfum. It's my new speaking style. Will it pop? Ah, a high tinged light pop. Not the best, not the worst. That's my motto in life. Let's keep it mediocre, yeah. MYSLF Le Parfum takes that original MYSLF DNA and styling, makes it a little bit deeper, a little bit better for your cool weather evenings and just fall and winter in general. A nice bit of added sweetness to it, the way that it dries down. Lightly creamy, very clean though, just like the original, and still maintains a lot of the freshness of the original as well. And frankly, if we're talking compliments and attention, any MYSLF will work. The original, this one, or Absolute. And I'm assuming because this fragrance line is so huge, they will come out with a new flanker next year, and unless they completely screw the pooch, that one will probably work too. All right, my friends, that is the list. If you're here until the end, thank you for hanging with me through this cluster of the video. You are the true MVP. Stay safe out there, guys. Take care of yourselves, and see you tomorrow with another fragrance. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video.